Alright, Brakday Howard, Brakday Howard Shy, Brakday Howard, Brakday Howard Shy, Brakday Howard, Brakday Howard Shy, Kalpala Howard Bashin Howard Shy, Bashin Howard Kakadash, double honor to the elder apostle of great milk, the woo will, and guaranteed taking the eye to put to the truth, across the four corners of the earth, to the fear and power of Howard Bashin Shy, to the fear and power of Howard Bashin Shy, that the hope will let. Salutation of Israelite foreigner that gathered among the nations that believe in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem Hawashai, and shalom to the sisters and family that tune into the gospel that preach around the whole world. Peace and mercy unto you, and who the world inwardly call God, his name is Yahweh, and who the world inwardly call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai. And with the Hebrew Israelite that consists of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and those whose line descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel, due to the gathering among the nations. Alright, Maharia called from the Great North on Los Angeles camp of the Inland Empire or the IE region. Alright, and pretty much it could be about honoring your mother and father. Alright, and mixed in with a testimony. Okay, so I'm huge on honoring your mother and father. Alright, alright, even when I was in the world, I was big on honoring your mother and father and knew not to disrespect my mother nor father. All right, just out of admiration and having fear. All right, and then coming to the truth, hey, the scriptures reaffirm that. All right, but I've always been huge. I have a younger brother, and I see how he dishonors our mother and fathers. So, hey, I see it firsthand, and even with the testimony, it even make me that much more harder on honoring your mother and father. Okay, and it's quite a few scriptures you can get. I have a whole list right here. So this is Exodus 20:12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land with the Lord Yahweh Shai thy power giveth thee. All right, because you honor your mother and father, that can prolong your days. All right, on earth. All right, just by doing that. Okay, it's it says Leviticus 19:3. Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbath. All right, keep the Sabbath of the Lord. All right, I am the Lord. How about Shai, your power? All right, so you have to have a healthy fear of fearing your mother and father. Okay. Because I got a Mister. I'm gonna bring out the one what happened to when you curse your father and stuff, or your mother. Okay, it's not a good thing we do those things. All right, that's not something that your Yahweh shall try to take lightly. Okay, instead, Deuteronomy 5:16. Honor thy father and thy mother, as the Lord Yahweh Shai, thy power hath commanded thee. All right, we were commanded to do these things. Okay, that thy day may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land with the Lord Yahweh Shai thy power giveth thee. Pretty much reiterating what Exodus 20:12 is saying. Okay, it's that's that one. Just a pocket. Alright, it's the Rock 3:1. If they hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be saved. For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children, and hath confirmed the authority of the mother over the son. Alright? Whoso honoreth his father maketh an atonement for his sins. So when you honor your father, that's another way to make atonement for your sin, alright? Just like when you give alms, it tells you in Tobit that you make an atonement for your sins, alright? So you gotta honor your. It's not just something that was commanded to do, but it also comes with perp, right? Yeah, come with perp, you know, thing that you can get while doing something. All right, and he that honors his mother as is as one that laid up treasures. All right, it's just like it tell you in Tobit, he that do it throw it up in a time of need. So when you throwing up, when you doing you're basically throwing up treasure. So in a time of need, in a time of help, you can withdraw from that treasure. All right, for that help. Okay. Same thing with honoring your mother. You're laying up a treasure. Verse 5: Whoso honors his father shall have joy of his own children. Listen at that again. Whoso honors his father shall have joy of his own children. All right. So you honor your own father, you can have joy in your own children. All right, your offspring. Okay, because you dishonored your father, your kid. How about y'all try what happened to where your kid is dishonoring you? All right, and when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard. All right. That's another purpose of honoring your father, that your prayer is being heard by Yahweh Shai. He that honors his father shall have a long life, just as we read in Exodus 20:12, as well in Deuteronomy 5:15. All right. He that honors his father shall have a long life, and he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother. All right. So you obedient to Yahweh Shai, you can be a comfort unto your mother. Okay. Not a discomfort. All right. So a lot of these niggas out here, 2/3 out here, are a discomfort to their mother. Because they're not obedient unto Yahweh Shai. Okay? Verse 7, he that feareth the Lord will honor his father and will do service unto his parent as to his master. Alright? Just like you would do something at your boss at the job, you know, all the things that you do at the job and stuff. If you fear the Lord, you do and honor your. It says, "He that feareth the Lord will honor his father and will do service unto his parent as to his master." All right, so you do the same thing as if those are your masters. You do unto your parent. Okay. Verse 8: Honor thy father and mother both in word and deed, not just in word but also in deed. All right. You actually have to do stuff. All right. Look at the word deed real quick. Not just saying, "Oh yeah, I'll help you" or "I'll do this for you," and you never do it. All right. The deed is an action that is performed intentionally or consciously. All right. That's what a deed is. So you have every intent of doing that. All right. Let's read that again. It said, verse 8: Honor thy father and mother both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them. See, you'll get a blessing for your mother and father if you honor them both in word and deed. Okay? All these scriptures I'm reading, this have to tie in with my testimony. I'll probably bring it out at the end. Alright, they want to make this video for a couple weeks now. Okay? Verse 9: For the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooted out foundations. Okay? Destroy it. A little better. 3 and 16. Um, so where we at? Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father dishonor is no glory unto thee. Alright? So basically don't boast or be proud of the fact that you dishonor your father. Alright? There's no honor in dishonoring your father. For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father. And a mother is like it. For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father. And that's how you get glory, by honoring your father. And a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children. My son, help thy father in his age. I'll read that again. My son, help thy father in his age. When you get old and he need help, you know, whether you need to help him get food or whatnot, do it. Okay? And grieve him not as long as he liveth. Alright? Look at the word grieve. It's basically to be lament, be mournful, sorrow. So let's read that again. Instead, break 12. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth. Alright? Don't be sorrow while he alive. Alright? Don't give him sorrow. Basically, don't give him sorrow. Don't give him no grief. Don't be having him lament because of you. Okay? Instead, verse 13. And if his understanding fails, have patience with him, and despise him not when thou art in thy full strength. Alright? So when he, trying to put his word together for attention and stuff, have patience with that. Alright? Or try to get his thoughts out, and despise him not when thou art in thy full strength. And when your father getting weak, don't despise him while you're in your full strength, while you're in your youth. That's still your father. Okay? For the reliving of thy father shall not be forgotten, and instead of sin it shall be added to build thee up. In the day of thy affliction it shall be remembered. Thy sin also shall melt away as the ice in the fair warm weather. Alright? Alright, because he could be by doing what you were doing by honoring your father and helping him, all the scripture that we just read so far, it's things to be forgotten. And that affliction could be melt away as the ice in the fair warm weather. He that forsaketh his father is a blasphemer, and he that angers his mother is cursed of Yahweh. Damn. Sound like my brother and my mom situation. Instead, I'm gonna read that again. That he that forsaketh his father is a blasphemer, and he that angers his mother is cursed of Yahweh. My son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Alright? He'll give you favor. Alright? That's pretty much it on that. And then go into what happened when you dishonor your mother and father. Okay? It's Exodus 21 and 15. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall be surely be put to death. Alright? You putting hands on your father. Alright? You could be put to death. I had a brother that put, my younger brother put his hand on my mother, still alive, but his days are numbered because apparently he ain't repented of that. And I have a cousin that put his hand on his dad, with my uncle. There's a lot of these two-third niggas out here that are living like this, that are dishonoring their mother and father. All right, but a lot of these niggas are getting put to death, and don't shed no too tear for these niggas. Okay, it's verse 17, the same chapter, and he that curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. So if you curse your father and you punish your father and mother, you're gonna be put to death. Okay. And Leviticus 20 and 9 say the same thing. For everyone that curses his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. All right. He has cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him. The blood will be upon you. It's Proverbs 1 and 8. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. It's Proverbs 19 and 26. He that rapeth his father and chases away his mother is a son that causes shame and bringeth reproach to Lakia. It's Proverbs 28 and 24. Whoso robbeth his father or his mother and stayeth it is no transgression. The same is the companion of a destroyer. Alright? It's Proverbs 30 and 17. The eye that mocketh at his father and despiseth to obey his mother, the raven of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagle shall eat it. Matthew 15 and 4, for Yahweh commanded, saying, honor thy father and mother, and he that cursed his father or mother, let him die to death. Alright, be put to death. Let that old nigga die. Alright, by any means, his judgment is. And this is Proverbs 30 and 11. There is a generation that curses their father and do not bless their mothers. Alright, that generation's here today, man. These niggas out here disobey and dishonor their mother and father. Okay, and that's why a lot of these niggas be put to death. Okay, I think that's all having a preach the. I'll start with quick testimony. All right, so pretty much about a month ago, so February. All right, I have an uncle. Basically, he's my on my mother's side. Okay, which is my out of the three uncles, he's the second oldest. Okay, and pretty much his health starting to decline. All right, now I'm very close to him. So he's pretty much my favorite uncle out of all the uncle I have. You know, and pretty much his health started declining like real bad. So, and he only lived like 15 minutes away from me. So, once I got word from hospice care that he was unable to take care of himself, I was out there and saw him literally like every single day, taking him, running his errand every single day. Whatever he needed done, I would do it for him or whatnot. And pretty much, his health is declining and whatnot. So he wanted me to take care of his businesses and all this other stuff. And he had three kids. two daughters and one boy. All three of them were older than me, and pretty much those are the kids, talking about dishonoring their mother and father. All three of them does that, and he pretty much didn't want them to be a part of his affair and businesses while he was dying and after he died. Okay, all right, especially with the son. He had a restraining order against his son because he was putting hands, spit on him, and whatnot. And all three of the kids talk unruly to him, call him out his name, and all that type of sort of thing. All right, basically niggas, okay, that don't honor their mother and father, okay, and pretty much, um, what was that scripture? It's the I think it was the Apocrypha. Let me bring it up again real quick. Pretty much just came to mind because even though he's not my father, he's my uncle, but he basically what verse was that? Bear me real quick. I can't remember right now. But basically, anyway, um, he pretty much gave me his inheritance. Basically, he gave me a will, and he wanted me to give everything unto me. His land, well, basically property, land, cars, and whatnot. Uh, Instead of his two or three kids, and that just made me think about the scripture, how you could be uh, not honor your mother and father, and how stuff like that can happen. Basically, you can lose yourself out of a blessing from your own parents. All right, and now it's given it to somebody else, which is me, that happen to not be of of that lineage. All right, because basically I'm of my father's offspring, which is the whole different offspring. Okay, had nothing to do with my uncle's side, with my mom's side. All right, because this, as Hebrew Israelite in the Bible, it's based on a patriarch system, not a matriarch, not of your mother, all right, of your father. Okay, so basically that whole line, all right, started with my grandfather, basically my mom's father. That whole that seed going to my uncle, all right, to his sons and his four boys, the blessing have been cut off. Okay, and that's what happens when you dishonor your mother and father. All right, that's what happens when you are a nigga and you don't honor nor fear Yahweh Shai, because ultimately it comes down to fearing of the Lord Yahweh Shai. As we read in multiple scriptures, okay, and then you honor your mother and father, and then what happens? You don't honor your mother and father. Stuff like that can happen. Okay, that's why you niggas gotta fucking go, man. And then you niggas trying to ask for handout and stuff like that. But here you out here disrespecting your father like he's a nobody. Like he's some just random niggas on the street. So fuck you niggas, man. That's why all you niggas that are dishonor your mother and father are gonna fucking die. Alright? Now, when it comes to honor your mother and father, it's not saying to bow down to them and they eat pork, or they tell you to stop teaching the word. No, that's not what it means when it's talking about honor. You honor your mother and father due to the fact that they were placed here on this earth by Yahweh Shai to nurse you up in this world until you become a man. But other than that, you don't have to bend backward if they have you doing contrary to what the scripture tells you to do. Alright? Because I'm going to close out this scripture right here. Because the scripture said that he that hated not his mother and father, it's Luke 14:26. If any man comes to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brother and sister, yeah, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Alright? Go ahead and look up to that word hate. Alright? It's not telling you to dishonor your mother and father. That's not what it's saying. Alright? The Greek word.
Strong's G 3404, Messiah.
And basically it's the test. Alright? When you look at the word detest, it says to dislike intensely. Alright? Despise, abominate, regard with disgust. Alright? And that's basically anything that's contrary to what the scriptures tell you what to do. So if your parents saying to eat pork, you detest that. You're like, no, I'm not going to eat the pork. I'm going to follow the how about y'all try say. But doesn't mean that you dishonor your mother and father. Alright? You detest what abominable unto the Lord, or what contrary to what Yahweh Hashem Hawashai is saying. Okay? So all in all, hopefully this was edifying to the fear and power of Yahweh Hawashai. Remember to honor your mother and father as we're commanded to, but it doesn't mean to just do any and everything that they tell you to do. Alright? You gotta remember to be wise and prudent, as well as the test the thing that are contrary to the scriptures, as the scripture was just read. And with that, shalom.